what's up, everybody? Can you hear me? Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. What? Good morning. Good morning. Hey, no way we got this on the first shot. I know it took a while, but I was having some issues, and I have no idea how to stop it from happening right now. Because every time I load up, there's a problem. All right. Yeah, mic sounds nice. Check one. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Man, what a doozy. It has been a week, and man, your boy had some good wins, and I definitely had a recent bad lose, and it's not fun. But that's why we're here to talk about it. Shout out to Mohit for upgrading to be Megalodon. I think we already got you upgraded in the Discord. If that is not the case, please let me know. Let's see. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. We're about to get into it. We don't got time to waste. I'm on the clock. I'm working from home. So let's go. All right. Let me know if you have any issues, if there's any delays or anything like that with the screen. I'm literally just kind of fresh looking at everything, and my reaction and stuff like this morning, like to like SoFi for example, was like knee jerk. But I knew we were approaching some levels. Rather than not we bounce, it looks like we did, but is it going to be continuing? I have no idea. So we gotta clear some charts and start over, because the market is kind of being a little wild right now. One thing I've learned is that if you get caught up chasing, or if you're getting smoked because the market's just not moving in your favor, maybe you're a little greedy. This week I was a little greedy. I had plenty of opportunities to take a lot of profit, but I held on for longer than I should, which is shame on me, because I kind of know better, but at the same time it's also the result of me trying to let my plays play out. Now I got to speak to this before we move into the charts, okay? So Tesla is a good example, right? We came up like 240%, 200 whatever percent it was on Tesla. I didn't close at that level, and shame on me, because the reason why I didn't do it is because a pullback was likely, and the way my swing trade account is set up, if I were to exit, right, then I wouldn't be able to get back in, and because I wouldn't have been able to sell a new entry till today. So I expected some retracement, but in reality, like if you're up that much money, you don't let that ride, right? You don't let that ride out and risk all the capital. You just get out, right? And then you take a fraction of those gains, and maybe you get back in. But at least at that point, you've taken profit off the table, and you still have some skin in the game. I played the game wrong, and that play, it just didn't work out for me. So those are like early lessons that I learned, but I still make those mistakes sometimes even now. So after that, the bad outcome for Chewy, essentially, I wasn't wrong on things, but the market has other plans, right? Like your technicals are your technicals, and one thing you have to remember is that I want everybody to remember is, just because something doesn't go your way doesn't mean that your strategy is wrong or that your technicals are wrong. That's just how the game is. The game is rigged for us not to win, right? And we have to understand that we will lose sometimes, but we have to be prepared for those losses. And this week, Chewy, that kind of sucked. At least it was just one play because it was YOLO play, but nonetheless, it happened, right? Could have got out with 6%, like positive, but you know me. I want the bag, and the market had other plans. Chewy held strong for a little bit, and then it just fell off a little bit. So with the rest of the market. Can't control it. Trump in the office, they're bumming Yemen. They're taxing or they're putting tariffs on cars, 25%. It's just a lot of wild stuff going on. So we are getting some bullish data from the economic data, but then we're getting like hawkish news, live news events. So, and then this morning when we got, what was that, PCE? I forgot what the data was that came out, but nonetheless, yeah, PCE. This and personal spending, this stuff that came out would give the Fed like a mixed bag, like, and that's the last thing we need in this market. It's more uncertainty. So when you're getting like bullish news for economic data, then you get maybe this is bearish, and then this one we don't really know what it is, right? So like, and I kind of show live what I'm doing. And make sure we are good to go. Hold on. Okay. All right. Yep. This is a Megalodon sample. Most definitely. So this is my live futures account. It's funded. What I'm about to do is see if I can find me a play and make some money. Now, I actually don't like what I see because we're such a downtrend already. Oh, this is a 45 second. Never mind, 1 second. Wow. So when I look at this, I'm like, man, I'm so far away from demand. And I'm so far away from the supply. So I need to be very careful with how I enter this. And anything I enter should be a scalp, which this would have been a lot of money. But if this rejects here, this might be a good little quick short without even doing any charting. But it's not. Hold up. I'm gonna pay attention. I have not properly charted. So if you ever see me hop into a futures play and I didn't properly chart, then that means I am not charting properly. I am not playing the game right. But sometimes I just do things. I'm like the Joker. All right, so it moved too quick. I wanted this rejection, but it's too quick. Well, we're at the bottom of this. No, I don't like it. There we go. This makes more sense. Oh my God. All right, so this is a ginormous D-shaped formation on the 65 minute. All right. So we could very well bounce here. Not confirmed. All right. I gotta be patient. Like, I want to go long, but then it's just no confirmation for longs right now. So I gotta wait. And what I'd like to see is a bounce here at 1948, 468, but I'm gonna have to zoom out and really do this the proper way, otherwise I'm gonna get cooked. So I'm gonna just remove some drawings. I don't want to do it all over because I know I already just did some of this. Okay, so that's out the way. Okay. See how much I'm going to go in light on this stuff. Okay, we're getting close to a high risk play here. Real close to a high risk play because we should see some chop around this area, and chop is never fun in futures. If you know it, you know it. So I'm where I want to be. So here's how I'm looking at this account. A lot of selling pressure. Let's zoom in to more of the 15-minute, okay, 5-minute. I got my levels, so I'm gonna go 45 second. Love you. My wife and kids are gonna go have lunch with my mom. So, all right. Okay, I'm going in long here. My stop loss is gonna be 511 or right under 511. Actually, what is it? 503. So 503. That's short-term demand. I did not get confirmation, and I probably should have waited to look at the charts properly, but because this is chop zone, I need a confirmation above 511. But I'm officially in the play. I'm only getting one contract. The reason why I'm only doing one contract is because it's already high risk of where I am located on my chart. I'm done. What was that? $180? I don't know. Oh, yeah, y'all seen it. I was like, I thought my screen was all messed up. Y'all see that? That quick 200? You can't make it up. Now, this is where I'm like, okay, I want to be greedy and I want to hop back in. You know? But I shouldn't. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you see me just make $200 in 30 seconds. I mean, it was just quick. Real quick. Yep. So, wish I. No, you don't. No, you don't wish you hopped in with me. Cause look how quick it turned around. Like it's such a delay. Like from me saying yeah I'm gonna do it versus not. You got to be careful with that. This is not the ideal area to hop in. I just seen a quick snipe opportunity off of one candle, right? And this, hold up. I might have another entry. Yep, let's get it. So that's your meddling down session for the day. Now, I could do more, but I'm not gonna. I'm done. I just got paid more in this, I don't know, 60 minutes than I do in my employment. Now, if I were wanting to still play this, then I would always go down to like a single contract and just because of like I see the volatility, right? But this could take off. I got increase in volume again, so why not? I'll do one more to see. I don't think let me just check and see where I'm at. I better be pretty dang confident because this they don't be giving you the money that you're supposed to be getting. Like, I can tell you that. Like, I'm kind of not happy. I know y'all seen that big bar, but I call BS. That's it. That's all you got from me. And then what I'll do is do a buy limit right above this level, because if it does break, then I'm straight. But I'm not touching it unless this is broken. So now I have another order in. What's good, Jeff? Yes, Apex. I've never live traded like futures in front of, I don't know, more than 3 people. So shout out to y'all for being here and watching me expose myself. It's fun when it works. It's not when it don't. All right. Well, this doesn't look good, but volume is slowed here. Let me swing out. Let's take a quick peek. We might be done because this right here was, well, it could have been supply on a short term, but we got higher lows. Oh, here we go. Broken through. Excuse me. So the double top. It is if we break this wall. So now we're looking here. And we got a double top there. I should have known it. The moment I seen the supply established, should have known it. I would have been in, would have been nice, but we're not. So, but I'm not losing no money. So now I get to watch and see how it reacts here. And if it does not break that line, here we go. I shouldn't have typed my stop, just so y'all know. That was not what I was supposed to do, but I didn't want to be greedy on this live stream. But I shouldn't have typed my stop because this thing could continue. And then, like, so when this happens, I reduce my contract size, and then I look at volume and I look at the stock, and then I try to pay attention to see if it's worth hopping into a play or not. So that would mean 491, which I'm not convinced yet. It'd be super tight though. And it's too far away and I shouldn't do it, but I see the volume here. So I'm like, okay, I'll have a tight stop, see what happens. If it smokes me, it smokes me. Like, so I got this wick. The only reason why we hop back into a play is if when we run, we stop at 502 and see some rejection. The other thing is right here would be like a supply at 489. So if I can see, it's about to happen. And again, I'm trading 45 seconds on this thing right here. But I'm being patient. I don't know what SPY and stuff is doing. Y'all gotta, follow your levels. But I did give y'all the plays on the other stocks, and hopefully it helped. Paying attention. I should have caught that rejection, but I missed it. I'm good. It hit my target. Hit my target. It could still go. I don't know. But your boy I just showed y'all nothing but winning plays. I just made $900. Hold on, I'll show you. Now, could I have made more? Absolutely. But I was playing very conservative because it don't take much. It don't take much to make much. Right? And again, I could still be in. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I need to make X amount a day, and I just need to move on with my life. Yeah, so, but here's the deal. Like, what I just did, like, it might have seemed easy, but it's not easy, man. I swear to you, it's not. Man, everything's dying. I just got my SoFi alert. SoFi alert to buy. I'm having signal issues. I don't even know what this is. Nvidia still hasn't broken out, so y'all haven't missed anything as far as like a play. The only play you might have missed was this little leg right here, which I told y'all it wasn't much. But anyway, man, I still could be in. This is where it gets you. So this play now, as it sits, like, here's how I would play it. I need to get off. Cause it's just like, I gotta stop. Let me stop, because I'm gonna keep playing, and I can keep winning, but that's not the point. I'll be all right. Let me quit that. That's done. Rail's done with futures. All right, so I lost some people playing futures. That's crazy. I did that just so I could show people that that's the plan for Megalodons. And there's a process to which I didn't follow. that I wasn't exposed to, or privy to. Like I'm making a process so I can try my best to make more successful traders and futures, where I'm still, no cap, I'm still not there, right? Like I've been denied all of my payouts so far. So I've not consistently taken an income yet from futures. So I'm still working on me for various reasons. That's on me. But I just wanted to show that it can be done. And if you're a Megalodon, you're getting the details required in order to be able to see what I see in order to get that job done faster than it took me to do it. Right? I'm trying my best. I'm glad you were here for it, Real Life. Time to upgrade, big dog. Love to see you in purple. I could still be in this play. Look, I'm telling you. Let me tell you this before we kind of get off. First of all, right? When did I get into the short? Here, right? Actually, I got into the short. I got into the long here, but then once we got here, right? I got into a short, right? Because on the 45 second, it probably was like right here, right? So we fell through. I got out. I got back in. The moment that we fell through and then retested, right? And then I rolled that down, right? Got out, got back in. Like the moment that we rejected, right? I got out. I got in back right here, right? Then what did I do? I think. Did I get back in right here, or did I stop playing? I don't remember if I stopped. I feel like I played it again. Yeah, I got back in here halfway through or something like that, because I seen it was still going. I don't know if it was here to here, but anyway, I think it was like this. After that, I got stopped and I got back in after a rejection. Okay, so I need y'all to know how much this should have been if I did not sell short or sell early, because I called these plays, right? Every step of the way. I just played a little scary, right? So make sure I'm doing this right. Nope. Hold up. Here's my short. And then let's say I played it. Let's just say I played it to the line, right? Because that's where we took it. I'm about to tell you how much this was worth if I held my position. Because I did not get this much. Because I got out. And every time you get out, it costs money because you're charged per transaction. Hold on, where am I? That's $2,180. I made half of that because I was getting in and out, right? But the process, right? Every time I got out, I said I probably shouldn't have got out, right? But I do understand this market and how quick it is to turn around. But that's $2,180 that we made, or had the opportunity to make in totality from, well, hold up. And that's not even including the run up that we did, right? Because we got in here. I got in off of this this bar right here, right? So let's do the total math. I gotta do it so y'all understand what I'm talking about, because this was my line. All right. Let's say I didn't get all of that. Let's say I got half of this right here. So 73. $730 plus 2180. So totally, during the entirety of this time we've been doing this, from 11:46, 30 minutes of trading, not even that, hold up, 11:46, so about 15 minutes of trading, it was worth $2,910. That's assuming that I would have done my normal contract size, my normal base contract size, which my base contract size is 2 contracts. My max is about 4. on this account. So that's $2,900. So the reason why I'm saying this is because there's levels to this game, right? And everybody will swear up and down that futures is the easiest thing, easiest way to make money. And yes, it can be, but it's for not if you don't take the time to learn the process and learn how to read charts and learn just all the stuff, right? And get familiar with the charts. And the reason why I love options so much is because it allows for you to slow down, right? Look how quick these spike. Now, this play isn't dead, right? Y'all need to see this too. So from this one wick, the entirety of this wick, 56. If we were playing my normal contract size, is $560. So what does that mean? That means that, oh my God, that means that this right here, if I held through this, so like I got in here, right, and I rode this wave all the way down to here, but then it started to wick up. This wick alone, wicking back up from here to here, would have cost me $560 just on a wick. Now, if I'm waiting for retracement, right, this is the retracement level before it continued, because it's about to keep going. I called 421. Well, it might keep going. I don't know. It looks like we're getting bullish. I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, if I waited for the entirety of the retracement, that would have cost me $910. So then you have to ask yourself, are you willing to hold something that long, right? Like, are you willing to let this ride for $910? And then meanwhile, we've been trading futures and we're happy to get $30, right? So like that's the whole issue with this, right? Because once you're in this game, I'm giving free game. Like once you're in this game, you don't really think about the fact that you came from options and you're making $50 to $100 or whatever like that. You're thinking, man, this was a nice move. Man, I'm holding on because we're down, but man, I'm losing 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, right? Whatever. And then you're like, okay, I got to cut it or whatever. And let's say this keeps going, right? Like, well, now you lost, let's say half of your profits or whatever, or more than that. And then your brain says, okay, I got to make that back. Oh, it's still going my direction, or it's still doing something. And then it's so easy to click this button and then go back. And then just like that, you can be just out of the money instantly. Like it just doesn't, because of how sharp these wicks happen, you could lose your profits so fast. And that's the psychology of futures at its finest. It's rough. When I tell you it's rough, and it is not fun when it's happening. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stocks Pharrell. So that was a live session that I just did with the Discord YouTube members. All right. So technically, that live stream was intended for just a chart analysis, quick, because we had been taking some L's, or some people have. I've seen some frustration, so I decided let's do a members only live stream. Right. Well, that transitioned into, well, we're done with the charts, so let's just take a look at futures. And typically I go live for futures with the Megalodon tiers. I'm teaching classes to the entire Discord. I'm teaching more in-depth classes to our Megalodons, and then I'm also going live occasionally for the Megalodons exclusively. So what you just seen was pretty much a sneak peek, like a full session essentially of me trading. Now, I can trade better. I'm not perfect. I'm still a student of the game, but I do know enough to be dangerous. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can hit me up here on YouTube. Please consider becoming a member. That's probably the easiest way to reach me and the most up to date on the plays as possible, like in real time, to become a member of YouTube. If you are not interested, it is what it is. I'll continue to do the options trade plays on a weekly to bi-weekly basis, publicly for YouTube. All right. So I have the YouTube, I have the Discord, but you can also find me in Keena Grace's Discord, which I'm a crown trader. You can call me. They had me titled as swing trades with Rail because I'm swing trading more than I'm day trading nowadays. But my day trading is for futures. My swing trading is for options for the most part. And there's a method to my madness. It works for me. It might not work for you. But if you're interested in a simplified way of approaching the game, look up your boy. This is Stocks for Real. Y'all take care.